Welcome back to Yao On Demand, guys. There's another episode of Popcorn here. Today we're reviewing the season finale and last episode of Power, as we saw last night.
So what did you think yesterday?
Very, very disappointed. Very, very disappointed in Courtney Kemp, the whole staff at STARZ. Power, big disappointment, man. That's why Amari Howard wasn't talking about it too much. It wasn't, What a great show to come to a nasty end.
Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad.
You let the guy kill him that everybody expected. That was whack, man. Like,
it was. And then to see Ghost on the ground like that, like, fine, he got killed and he was on the ground. They didn't even show any respect to the main character. They didn't have a funeral. They didn't even put him in a stretcher to get for the viewers to get closure, or for the fans to get closure. They just had him die in such a cheap way. Wow. No respect to the actor. No respect to the character as well. Character and the actor. No respect to Mark Hardwick, and no respect to Ghost. No respect. And what they did with Tasha, they had Tasha. Wow. Her character went down the hill. They had Tasha starting to act like very promiscuous, right? Very promiscuous. Just even to set up. To set up the guy that she was sleeping with, just to protect her son. She was like, they had her sleeping with everybody. What respect did that show to her character? What respect did that show to her as an actor? That's what you have her doing now?
Yeah, it was bad.
Are you serious?
Just throwing her body anyway.
Yeah, and then you add in a sex scene at on the last episode where the show's is supposed to be about who shot Ghost. I'm sorry, I'm a little angry about this. And then Courtney Kemp is on that show called it's called Buzz TV. That's what it's called. And you have these 4 people that are on this, 4 black people, 4 African Americans, or that are on the panel, right? And they're discussing a lot of topics on like TV and movies and shows, and Courtney Kemp was on that show, and she said, I will never forget it. I think we're gonna try and put a clip of it on our video, or in our video, and she talks about how, I'm telling you guys right now, the last 40 seconds are the best 40 seconds I've ever shot in my life. Was probably the only thing you ever shot in your life anyway. So I mean, it was the last 40 seconds was basically Tasha taking off her hair, her wig or whatever, and then showing her cornrows in jail, crying, and Tariq is in his room looking at some fly on the wall, and then just closes the door, and somebody got some cheap piece of paper and got some kindergartner to write Tariq St. Patrick. What was it?
2024 class of 2020.
Tariq James St. Patrick in calligraphy. Remember calligraphy class? You used to have those 3 lines you got to write practice. I'm exaggerating here, but it was bad. It was cheap writing. How do you take a show like that and mess it up? Now imagine if they took Breaking Bad and had Walter, right? His name was Walter White, right? Yeah. Had Walter White join the KKK gang that was in the show, and just decided to run rampant around town killing people, and then just dies by accidentally falling off a bridge. Do you see how stupid that sounds? How stupid does that sound? And then that's the end of the show, and then the credits come. That is the dumbest ending to ever have. But no, Breaking Bad went out went out amazing.
It wasn't good.
They did not do that with Power. What kind of writing is that?
That's like Jesse Pinkman killing Walter.
That was stupid.
That's exactly what it would have been like.
It's stupid.
That was
it's so stupid. That's how you end the show, and then you end the show with 5 episodes reenacting the same thing over and over again. Listen, if you want to do all you had to do, if you had 5, because they kept replaying Ghost dying. Who shot Ghost? And you see it fall it takes away the sensitivity from his death.
Yep.
And it bores it out. Man. You're showing the same thing. When I first saw that episode, when I saw the what is it, the pre-season finale, right? Before they actually showed the 5 episodes that were left, I was stunned. I couldn't believe he died. I was like, what? Or got shot. They should have left it at 2 episodes to find out who shot him, and then the last 3 should have been the after effects of it and what happened and if he really died. So you don't show where his body went, but until the last episode you show what happened to his body. Horrible writing, cheap writing, and now people are also not going to recommend other people to watch Power, because again they said the ending is garbage. So why waste your time and invest your emotions and your time into characters of the show just to know that the ending is trash? If I knew the ending was trash like this, I would have never watched it.
Yeah, it's done. Very cheap writing. The class of 2024. The mom went to jail. Man, they did a bad job.
Also, very degrading. I think it was degrading too. It was very degrading. I mean, if Courtney Kemp is this person that always talks about trying to make more jobs for people of color in the film industry.
black folks,
is
man.
that how you? I mean, for black people, yeah,
folks.
for black people. We say for black people. So if that's what you do, why would you have Tasha, as well as her character, being such a degrading image, taking off her wig, showing the cornrows, and crying?
It also shows the dynamic in a relation, and this has been going on right now in media, how black women always turn on black men. And it also shows that you can't trust black men. That stereotype that you can't trust black women. The Gayle King thing is going on, as everybody knows.
I think it's both ways. It illustrates that relationship of mistrust both ways.
The way she used her body, like, what's the guy's name? Like Samson, the story of Samson.
Yeah.
And just screwed the guy and then planted the gun.
But not only that, but look, what you said is really important. Not only that, it does show. It also shows, and this has been a thing throughout history. It shows the stereotype and the traditional stereotype of black women being overly sexualized and deceitful. You see what I'm saying?
More than a sex thing. That's what I'm saying. It's deceit, that you cannot trust them.
Yes.
That's what it comes down to.
And we're talking about that pertaining to the scene of where Tasha had sex with the guy just to set him up and lied like that. It illustrates a certain image. It showed no respect to her as an actor
that was so bad,
and as a character,
bro.
and to see her in jail just crying and all that stuff and
so
taking off her wig. There was no respect. If you're trying to illustrate an image of black women to be in a powerful position or a powerful role, especially in film, and you don't see that within our society, why let Tasha or her character go out like that? Especially it's like you're throwing her under the bus.
Especially one of the most powerful shows. You should have did something different.
Come on, that was trash. That was trash.
And just the whole lead in Tariq to be a drug dealer thing, and in the end,
trash.
Letting Tariq and Tasha win. And
yes.
So Jamie wants to live a clean life. If they want to be drug dealers, you let the drug dealers win. What kind of message are you sending?
Not only that, they let Tasha teach her son how to do drugs.
That's what I just said.
It's like, what image are you trying to illustrate?
What message are you sending to kids?
Yeah,
man,
what was
so
that?
bad. It was
wasn't
so
good.
bad.
It wasn't
man.
good.
It was so bad. And then Tariq had a Rolex on with diamonds in it. Every black person in that show had a Rolex on. You didn't notice it?
Yeah,
Every person had a Rolex on.
Yeah. And what was the point of making a show from Pa's perspective?
Yeah, that was stupid.
I mean, a whole hour? You could have had that for 30 minutes and ran into Lorenz Tate, 30 minutes, done.
Somebody said this show started off as a drug show, kind of like Breaking Bad, and then it turned into this mystery murder. 5 or 6 episodes of different people's perspective. Tate, nobody wanted to see that. They messed it up. They killed Ghost.
And the theme, Tommy Sakura is his name, right? No, not Tommy. No, Joseph Sakura, I'm sorry. Who plays the character Tommy. He spoke about, I forgot where it was. There was some show on YouTube where he was being interviewed, and he was talking about how the show runs in themes. You know, some shows run in themes, and this show has a theme of father killing son, son killing father. Yeah, Kanan killed his son, Tommy killed his father, and now Tariq killed his dad, and then Ghost giving telling a story about how he killed Breeze, who is supposedly his father. So to have a theme like that is kind of stupid. And I mean, fine, if you want to have a theme, at least have a plot twist. At least have the cycle get broken at the end, right? Since these two are the main characters, right? Have it be broken, right? Let's not have the father or son kill each other or vice versa, or none of that. Have it broken. Have them actually work together to illustrate a plan that was described on YouTube, I think, from last week. How there was some video on YouTube talking about how they thought the show was going to end, and a lot of people were going crazy over it because it was an amazing ending. And it was talking about how Tariq and his mother worked together to help Ghost disappear like a ghost and to fake his death because he had too many enemies. That would have been that's Ghost. He's intelligent. He's smart. You let him go out like that? That show.
You destroyed it, man.
It's trash. Oh, matter of fact, I forgot to cancel my STARZ. I should have canceled it before the last episode.
They destroyed the show, man. They really, really destroyed the show. Very disappointing. And then on top of that, let's talk about after all that stuff it was, man, I don't know what to say. It was just they framed the guy. You just met the guy. His name was Quentin. They framed him, put him in prison, and that's what goes around comes around. Karma. Quentin was smart as hell. The guy's so lucky he went to a restaurant for an alibi. He is so lucky. If that guy would have remained in the car, like Tasha said, he would have been in prison for life. He went to the restaurant. That's goes. Don't hang out with bad people, man. When somebody's up to something, don't be the driver and listen to them. The guy went to a restaurant so the cameras could see him to use it as an alibi, and then Tasha went to jail for life. Tasha would never come out of prison. Then you dip the show deeper in the feces. How do you do that? You show what's to come. Now Tasha's gonna be calling plays from prison while Tariq is in college selling drugs for the next upcoming episode. Dudes don't want to see that. That is so whack.
That's something. Also, when Tasha was like, Tariq was like, "Mom, tell him you didn't do it," and then she goes, "Tariq, live your life," and they're playing that corny music in the background.
It's too much, man. They just
and then I don't know if it's John Legend that sang that
and then
that sang the song.
And then that's obvious. Tariq, live your life. That means you're telling the cops the kid did it or somebody did it. I mean, I don't know, man. Real police officers would have brought both of them in and said, wait, what do you mean live your life?
I don't know if it's John Legend that sang the song. It's a big rich town. I was like, just come for the poorest parts.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
And she's just crying, and it was like, what kind of ending is this? I mean, that song is a nice song, but the ending was so bad. That song should have been attached to Ghost, almost like a resurrection of Ghost.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he should have appeared in a different country with Ramona. They didn't
like
even
I'm sorry. Let me just say this. Imagine if Ghost was put somewhere, because remember he had an ambulance company, right? Or I think it was Tommy that had it, and then Ghost could have had some kind of attachment to that by having the ambulance pick him up, and they put him somewhere, and like they fix him up, and he's in this this isolated room, and he's waking up.
Shot in his heart, and forget it, man. It wouldn't have worked.
And they played that song. That would have been, I don't know.
It wouldn't be good because they shot him in his heart.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
How you shoot him in the heart and he lands on the ground from up top and then still.
But if you shoot him in the heart and it hits the right ventricle, maybe he would have never died because it's low.
He landed on the ground. How would you get him out? Police were on the way. You heard this. It just wouldn't make no sense, man. It didn't make any sense.
That's a little signs there for you guys.
It didn't make any sense. And then they didn't let. Then Ghost said, "Let him go, let him go." Come on, somebody shot you and killed you. You would have told him kill him, man.
No, that's the son. You can't say that.
Not me, buddy. I would have told him to kill him.
It makes sense to do that.
But Tommy, kill that guy, man. Shoot.
It was a bad. It was bad.
Let him go. They didn't even show Ramona. How Ramona took the. It's just bad, man.
It was sloppy, right?
Yeah, they didn't show Ramona how she dealt with it. Horrible, man. Horrible. It was horrible.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
And then you got these little clowns sitting there with like Angie Valdez when they're younger. Who wants to see that?
Yeah, nobody wants to see. Because we know how it ends. We don't care.
That's it. That's why people don't like prequels, because you know what it's going to lead to.
We're not watching it.
It's not a surprise anymore.
We're not watching it.
That's why people don't like Breaking Bad. Everybody likes Saul. Some show like that. Better Call Saul more than Breaking Bad because you know what's going to happen.
But again, he said more than Breaking Bad. So.
Yeah, that's why I said more than. Yeah, the show's still good, but who wants to see you saw Tommy with the braids back in high school? I'm like, what? Look at Grand Theft Auto Cap. You saw it? You saw Tommy with the braids?
Yeah, I saw that.
Thing was bad.
I saw that.
I was like, what is this?
I saw that.
He said, I'm out of here. I'm like, this.
Yeah, but you
trying to make the white boy too gangster.
No, you know what it is? They because he's
cultural appropriation.
Because he's Caucasian, they make him overly extreme, like this extreme stereotypical black person.
There's white folks that are
like a Boondocks type of black person.
There's white folks that are hood too, that go through the same struggles as blacks. There's some whites that go through the same struggles.
But you don't see them with the same freaking braids.
They don't. Yeah,
they just have regular haircuts.
They have normal haircuts. Why you gotta make the white guy
extreme?
With
to
braids,
show like
his pants sagging,
he's black guy
to show he's just like us. No, there's white folks that struggle
that.
just like that go through. They live in the hood and stuff like that, or in dangerous areas that don't have braids in their pants sagging. I was like, why did they do that to the white guy?
They just want to sell that black's disgusting stereotypical
they shouldn't
image.
Have done it. Let him be himself
to show that he's down too. Like
yes, to show he's down because he has braids.
He's part of the black struggle. Like no, he can have a regular haircut and still have a struggle too in those neighborhoods. You don't have to make him this extreme.
Some of the most gangster people in the world don't have braids and pants sagging. They look clean cut. Look at Ghost. Ghost was dangerous as heck. Look at Tommy when he got older. He was a normal haircut, but he was a killer. Like why they have to do that?
They just pushed it to like extreme ghetto-ness. Like it was just
I didn't have to do that. I didn't like that, man.
You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to.
I didn't like that, man.
It wasn't good. It wasn't good. I don't know who wrote that stuff, man. Well, Courtney Kemp said she did, so I know she has a team. But you know how she is. She's all like, you've seen her in interviews, like it's like whatever she says goes, and I can see her like just screaming down on people and saying, "No, we're not gonna do it this way. We're doing it that way."
Yeah, I can see that, man.
She's probably very hard to work with, and she probably said, "This is gonna be the best way we're gonna do it." And I'm sure when the characters read it and they were like, "What the heck? This is how the show's ending." I mean, wow, it wasn't good.
It wasn't good. The Rolexes and all that.
It wasn't good.
They plot the thing. No, Tasha, you killed your father. How Raina died, then you just go ahead and kill the husband.
And not only that, the show's not realistic. It's not practical because even in spite of Tariq killing his dad, what about that case? They still have his DNA. What's Lorenz Tate gonna do with that? He hates Ghost.
Not only that,
he still didn't go to jail.
They didn't even show how what's the guy's name? Tariq got rid of the gun. He put the bag in the dumpster. Then later on came into the house with the same bag. So he went back again. It didn't make any sense.
And it's not practical. What did Ghost do for Tariq to hate his dad that much to kill him? It's not realistic.
Not only that, you had Tasha went inside Ghost's Escalade. You don't think police are checking for fingerprints everywhere? Like they didn't even check that.
Oh shoot!
Fingerprints. They would have said you were at the scene of the crime. Like,
yeah, but you know people are gonna say yeah, but that's why she went to jail. Wrong.
It's not why she
That's
went
not when
to
she went to jail.
No.
It's because she made a confession about Quentin.
And then he said they caught him on the cameras at a restaurant.
So I mean, it shouldn't be based off of that. It should have been based off of we saw your fingerprints and your clothing and prints or whatever it is in the Escalade.
Like, what was that about?
That's how it should have been. And then also, why would Tasha say, "Oh, what's Timmy's name in the
Dre"?
It was like, "Oh, Dre died. We need somebody to take the fall for this. If he died, the evidence falls with him. So what are you gonna go call for and then say Quentin did it again? It doesn't make sense.
It was bad, man. It was bad. Quentin had a daughter. The black woman just turned up. It made black folks look bad. Yo,
Yeah, it wasn't good.
It was bad. And
It wasn't good.
Method Man looked so dusty, and Mary J. Blige. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see.
I think Courtney Kemp was rushing. She's rushing the show to hurry up.
They want views.
Views too, but they're rushing to end the show. They were rushing to end the show so they can have these other
New
characters, Mary J. Blige,
yeah, Mary J. Blige and Method
be
Man.
a new form of Ghost.
Nobody wants to see it.
But if people
Nobody
fell in
wants
love
to
with
see it.
Ghost, we don't want to see another Ghost. This is the guy we want to see.
That's who we wanted.
Yeah.
The show's done.
You think there was something personal going on within the
Sometimes
cast?
it happens,
and they just like screwed them over like
that. It happens
that.
in Fresh Prince. It may happen with this where they didn't get along and they try to just kill his character off and cut him with a new show.
Yeah, but Mark Hardwick is such a nice guy.
He was an amazing actor.
He gets along with everyone.
And you blew it.
And you know what this reminds me of? Tasha being screwed over again because she was screwed over by that group. Was it 3LW or what was that group called?
Oh yeah.
And they screwed over because they said they were screwed over because she didn't mix in because of her skin color, that she was too dark.
Cheetah Girls.
And she got screwed over by that, and it was thankful to 50 Cent for taking her in and giving her another chance at her, at this whole Hollywood thing, and
it wasn't good.
Comparable to what she was doing in the whole singing
Tariq was
world.
all over the place.
And they screwed over again, and what I also didn't like is how 50 Cent was posting images about on Instagram about how she has a wig and like her hair is all messed up. Why are you putting her down? That was also bad too. That wasn't good. The whole
production is just sloppy.
Wasn't
and
good.
To tell you the truth, the show
sloppy,
leaked,
unprofessional.
The show leaked 2 weeks ago.
Why would you? And then Courtney kept saying, "Trust me, we have a lot of different endings." You're a liar. You're a liar.
She said that?
Yeah, she said that.
No, it's not true, man.
On BuzzTV, she said that.
Everybody saw it.
I think BuzzFeed TV, I think it's called.
We saw
on,
it.
YouTube.
We saw it, man. We saw
There's a guy named on there. His name is Bam.
We saw it 2 weeks ago. It's over, man. The show was bad.
He was talking about that.
I mean, he killed his dad, and then he said, "Nah, man."
And then the way he reacted, and then you saw Tasha come in. Tariq, what have you done? And then she's like crying, and then all of a sudden she goes back. Okay, what are we gonna do? I'm like, wait, you were just crying, and then
that's what I'm saying.
He's like, and his acting. If you look at his face and the way he's saying, "Mom, I had to be the one to do it. I had to be the one to do it."
And I'm like, Kanan popped up. You guys did a bad
if I was the director, I would have said,
job.
"God damn it, freaking cut! Is that your acting?
That was bad.
Are you freaking kidding me? We're gonna do this all over again until you guys get it right."
Tasha went from crying for 2 seconds, then stopped. It just, and you telling me, nah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. It wasn't good.
I'm not watching any other Power Book this and Power Book that. I'm okay.
No, I'm done.
I think I'm fine.
They have 5 of them.
I think I'm just fine.
How it never ends. The hashtag, man. Dude,
but
done.
Since they have a history now since they have a history of making bad endings like this, the rest of them are going to be trash endings too. So I don't even want to see it.
I don't want to see any of it. The episodes, Angie Valdez with the big earrings and just saying Spanish.
Just cancel STARZ, by the way, too. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm done. That's it, man. That's a wrap, man. It was a bad show. Destroyed the ending. Good show and came to a horrible end, man. Horrible end, man. That's why Mark Hart wasn't really talking about it no more, man. Everything was bad.
They really screwed his character over it.
They screwed. You killed him. Oh, why?
Just like that. No proper ending.
You should have sent the proper message to say the ones that want to continue living that street life, it comes to a bad end for them. Amari got out. He should have got the government thing and then moved, or maybe a new state, something different. You should have showed that if you leave the street life at the right time, you can be successful. Not if you try to go good, you're gonna die, and then you have sex and then they were snitching too. Big rats on that show, man. Big rats. Tasha was telling on everybody. That was crazy. Told on this guy. It was too much. Tariq was crying and tried to seem like Tariq was some type of wizard or genius and said, "I saw you at the scene. It was Dre, right? good. He's like,
like he was trying to act like Ghost.
Yeah, trying to act like Ghost. Yeah, but Ghost got him. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta go to school for 4 years and get 3.5. Ooh. And if you don't get it, you don't get $0.
Do you know how that's a high GPA, man?
That's extremely high, and you need to graduate with that. Like, dude. But he's gonna get it obviously because they paid the guy, so he's gonna graduate with that. But you have to do it in 4 years, man. 4 years.
But we don't want to see Tariq.
So that's why they're doing the power books, because it's gonna take 4 years for Tariq to get the money. But now you see when they showed what's to come. Tasha's basically gonna be calling plays from jail and telling Tariq how to move in the streets while Tariq turns into a ghost in the streets. That's why Tariq was smiling and you saw him looking over the college campus. He's gonna be selling drugs at campus and starting the street movement like Ghost and Tommy. And then Tasha's gonna be calling plays from prison, trying to get an appeal. That's what they're gonna do for the next episodes, man. And no one's watching. It starts in the summer. Who wants to win? And Mary J. Blige is probably Tasha's sister or cousin. You can see it. And she's starting to sell drugs and help Tariq on the outside. Like, you can see what's coming, man. And it's just nah. She's gonna help Tariq from the outside sell drugs because Tasha's inside. Tasha's gonna be telling her help Tariq, and you see them selling drugs. And Method Man is the lawyer that's trying to help Tasha get out of prison. That's what it seems like.
Oh.
That's what it seems. His name is Cliff. Stupid name. This show's done, man. I'm done. That's it. Power came to an end. It's a wrap, man. Goodbye.